Good day, everybody. This is Tracy Brown, your somatic nutrition dietitian and attuned eating specialist, and we're wrapping up our week around menstrual health to basically kind of come back around full circle. If you've been thinking this week about, gosh, that is true, that either one, I didn't know that my hormone cascade symphony balance made a difference in my eating or in my preferences or in my need for fuel. If you didn't know that, I'm so glad that you know now this week, and I'm hoping that builds some trust that your body's super wise. It knows what it needs. It knows if there is an imbalance, and it's going to give you signals to deal with that. So that's what today's video is about. It's definitely the Q&A Friday, so please put your comments below if you have questions. If there are not many questions, I won't hang on the video here too long. Usually the Q&A days are going to be as long as people show up, and if you don't ask questions, I'm going to hop off. So please have those ready if you haven't sent them already, but put them here now if you have more questions. And so I guess what I want to say about that, I've seen lots of comments this week of like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that that I needed more fuel. So isn't that, gosh, it's sad that we weren't exposed to that information. Of course, you need more fuel. Of course, if you're actively restricting, your hunger is going to be that much louder. If you've been restricting prior at any given amount, essentially. And I know it's going to be scary if you let it go. Basically let yourself eat as much as you need to. If you have some mental hunger that you go ahead and eat anyway, all of this will pass. It will settle down, and it may not be a matter of this month, but it might be a matter of in 3 months that your body's like, okay, I'm gonna get fed. Nothing I know the body's like, this is from what I imagine the body's perspective to be. Oh, we're gonna get fed. We don't need to get so revved up that we're not going to get fed, and this hunger is going to be satisfied, and all is well in the environment. It's okay. Our bodies don't know that the environment has plenty of food. It's just that we're withholding for whatever kinds of reasons. And, and those reasons I know are all personal to each person around either whether it's weight, whether it's avoiding sensation, whatever the issue is, the need to get some more regulation on board, whatever that is. If you're feeling like, oh, Tracy, I totally want to be eating normally, I just feel so bad. My cravings are big, and it's hard to manage things, and my mood is terrible, and my symptoms, I am in pain, and I feel tired and sad. Again, make sure, work with me or work with a body weight neutral practitioner of some kind in your area. I'd recommend probably, if you can find an endocrinologist, doing that. Or if you can find a weight neutral functional medicine person, do that, because they can really help you as well. Figure out, is the disruption coming from your sex hormone cascade? Is it a thyroid thing? Is it something else that's causing some of the misattunement? What I will say, and this is what I have all my clients who I work personally with work on, is that we really got to get regulation on board, because if your body is always feeling like it's in this fight or flight, and then consequently getting shut down eventually into some freeze, because that's just, that fight or flight's not sustainable long term, is going to be robbing nutrient stores from your sex hormones. It's going to stress out your thyroid balance a bit, and everything's going to feel, and your gut hormone cascade as well. And so everything's going to feel kind of off, and it feels like, well, I'm chasing after symptoms. We don't really want to do that. It's like, okay, first, eating enough fuel, consistent intake, is just paramount. If that's not happening, everything else is it's like you're symptom chasing, but you're not really working with the foundation. So regulation, eating enough is always first. And then above that, you can work on some specifics with your food, your supplementation or medication or whatever you need to do, and all that's going to be so much more effective. So if you're struggling with PMS, depression around your cycles, we've got to really look at the foundation of your life, and then work with this next interventions, and they're going to work so much better. So if you're struggling with trying to figure all that out on your own, please reach out. We need to do some work, all right? But you can feel better. I think that's it for this week. I'm just so grateful that these videos are helpful to just bring some more body trust that, oh, of course I need more food. After my cycle's over, I might be less interested in food. Doesn't mean that I don't eat. I think the habit we have is like we get so overwhelmed with the bigness of the emotion and the hunger, or if there's binging on board, and then we kind of go in this cycle of like this week or two of like, maybe feeling calmer, but still kind of like a little bit overwhelmed with what just happened. It's really important that we don't basically just say screw it. It's really important that we take some time to plan and really get our needs met, get clear about what you need, make nourishing meals for that, because that's going to set you up for the next month as well. So I hope this is a great week. Next week, it's going to be a little different. I'm going to be doing some different things. I'm definitely going to be doing a live on Monday next week. That will be, I don't even know what day that is. Is that the 25th? I think that's what that is. And we next week are going to be working with comparing. I'm going to do a lot more written materials next week. And some other materials. Also some other videos and audios as well. But we're going to be doing some different things next week. So it's almost like kind of going to be a mini study week. And we're going to be talking about the compare and despair. Compare and despair around other people's food, other people's bodies, what we used to do with our food and bodies, and how it's different from now, and how the struggle with trying to make something be a certain way is causing the suffering. And we've got to, if we want to stop the suffering, we have to have a little surrender about what our body needs right now. And that's what we're going to talk about a lot next week. So if that is interesting, get ready. 8:30 a.m. is when we'll be doing the live on Monday. The rest of the week there'll be kind of some prompts for you, to like really be digging deeper. For those of you in the Intuned Eating for Attuned Living group, I'd love to see you all kind of like lead the charge with that to really be making some big shifts. If you're interested in that program, let me know. I can send you the information about that. But really, let's dig deep next week and really get that going. So I think it's a huge topic. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have questions, you can always tag me here. I'll be honest, I've been a little slower lately with even the private messages coming through, just because I've got a lot of different things happening. So please be patient with me around that. And I hope you're all doing really good and have a great weekend. Prepare your weekend to be nourishing. Take your time to do that. Be thinking about what would feel good to recharge yourself over the weekend and then going into next week as well. So, all right. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.